Telefaz, right foot! Finds the back of the net.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome inside historic Keyworth Stadium, where tonight Detroit City FC plays host to FC Tulsa. Happy fall, y'all. And while there won't be a lot of pumpkin spice in the building tonight, there will be a lot of high-quality soccer action alongside my broadcast partner, John Krieger. My name is Neil Rule, and John, Detroit City FC has the X next to their name in the standings. However, they're looking for more.
X marks the spot, the playoff spot, that is. But you see, you want to get up into that five-hole. Detroit City FC drop points in midweek. They need some help to catch Pittsburgh Riverhounds, but they want to try to avoid one of the top three. To do that, they need to win tonight.
Detroit City FC in this building last weekend, a huge matchup with the Tampa Bay Rowdies, and DCFC delivered. It was an electric atmosphere, and Antoine Openo was right in the mix, as he always seems to be, John. Whenever something important happens for Le Rouge, it's Antoine Openo's name you usually say first.
Well, first off, I want to know how to do that goal celebration. I don't know that I could pull that off. Second of all, though, this has been kind of a crusade for him. He was thinking about getting out of the game. Trevor James convinced him DCFC was something special. It was special enough to get him to not retire. He's taken this club to another level. He's always in there when good things happen.
And on the other side, for FC Tulsa, they have certainly had their struggles away from home. Just 2-11-2. That is the mark on the year. And John, it doesn't get any easier here tonight in Keyworth.
No, it doesn't, but they have the opportunity to play spoiler, and that's something that teams can sometimes relish. What's important to note that with that away form that you see on the screen, that's part of that before they changed their manager. Now they've got Donovan Ricketts in the interim coaching role, and under him, 6 wins, 7 losses, 2 draws, so a little bit better form.
When we come back, we will get you the starting 11s, and of course, we will kick it. Detroit City FC, FC Tulsa, and we'll have it for you coming up next.
Watch this. When you watch me play, you support all of us.
You show your daughter her future matters.
When you watch me play,
take the shot.
drive, team up, win.
You prove we deserve more media coverage.
When you watch the game, you change the game.
Football is a big deal in this house. So when Maurice was injured, we immediately thought the worst. To see my baby lose his joy hurt.
The DMC, Rehabilitation Institute of Michigan, is here to help athletes get back in the game.
They're like family. It was a long road, but we made it back.
DMC, Rehabilitation Institute of Michigan, a community built on care.
DTE Energy customers can get their share of huge lifetime energy cost savings. How? By using our website. The Oslin's new programmable thermostat saved them a bundle, and their new efficient furnace earned them a hefty rebate. All over Michigan, people like the Oslins are saving. Why not you? There are always new ways to save at dteenergy.com/saveenergy. DTE Energy.
Hello, I'm Tillman Fertitta, owner of the Golden Nugget Casinos, and I've got some big news. Drum roll, please. The Golden Nugget online casino is live in Michigan. Place a bet on your favorite teams through our new sports book, or play your favorite slot and table games, all from the convenience of your phone at goldennuggetcasino.com.
Sign up now and we'll match your first deposit up to $1,000. Visit goldennuggetcasino.com.
Detroit City FC is presented by DoubleTree Suites by Hilton in downtown Detroit. Proud to be the official hotel partner of Detroit City FC. The Metro Detroit Chevy dealers. Chevy drives the Motor City. Ally, the official financial services partner of DCFC. Strategic Staffing Solutions. and Gardner White, Detroit's #1 furniture and mattress store. Welcome back inside Keyworth, getting ready to roll. Detroit City FC, FC Tulsa. Let's check out those starting 11s first. For Detroit City FC, presented by Detroit Medical Center. DMC, proud to be the official healthcare partner for Detroit City FC. And John, third match in 7 days. The 11 looks a little bit different.
Two huge keys for Detroit City here. First of all, they have to rotate. You're right. This is a little bit of an eye toward the playoffs. Trevor James wanting to get Maxi Rodriguez and Connor Rutz a little work together in the middle. It should, they hope, add to some better finishing up top.
For FC Tulsa on the other side, their 11 presented by Doubletree Suites by Hilton in downtown Detroit. Proud to be the official hotel partner of DCFC. A familiar name up top to some Detroit City FC fans.
Dario Suarez, a foe from all the way back in the NPSL days. I can promise you, Neil Rule, over on the northern guard fence line, he's getting a good old Hamtramck hello.
Rodrigo da Costa had a goal against Detroit City FC. These two teams matched up all the way back on May 7th. FC Tulsa got the 3-1 win, but a lot has changed since then. FC Tulsa will have the possession to start. And we are underway from Keyworth Stadium. Neil Rule, John Krieger here with you. And welcome everybody to Keyworth. Opening kick temperature 64 degrees. It's a nice night.
Partner, it feels fun up here. A little bit of a crispness in the air. I've got the sweatshirt on. It also shows you just how long this USL Championship season is. We started in jackets in March. We're back to sweatshirt weather. We're still going on the season. And that really plays into the way these two teams have had to continue to fight. DCFC with a shorter bench and this long season taking its toll.
Okay, Pato with the touch. And the new addition to the starting 11, Richard Foster, playing in that wing position here tonight, John. Typically a defender by trade, but he'll get out and he'll press forward a little bit here tonight.
So the reason why it's okay that he's in that wing position is once you watch him turn on the afterburners, this is a guy who's played for Partick Thistle and for Rangers. The Scottish Premier League is a step up from USL Championship. He can turn on, even as an older player, he can turn on the jets and go. So if they need him to get back and be defensive, he can do that. But he can also create on the wing.
Long ball ahead for Antoine Opino. Opino has it touched away. FC Tulsa now looking to keep some of the possession. Kembo Kebato came away with it. Whistle, and that will go against FC Tulsa. Let's check out tonight's keys to the game, brought to you by Golden Nugget, the official online casino partner of Detroit City FC. And John, for Le Rouge, pretty simple, shake off what happened Wednesday. Now I will qualify that and say that Red Bull's 2 side was a little bit different than their conventional side in USL Championship.
Yeah, Detroit City needs a little bit of Taylor Swift, shake it off, and you're right. There's a funny thing about when you lose 7-1 and you have an off night where the MLS club isn't playing, all of a sudden some guys with some pretty good pedigree end up down with the 2 side. That caught City. They just need to be back to where they were a week ago tonight when you and Dave Dwayne called that win.
That ball flicked over the line for FC Tulsa in the meantime, John. We mentioned that 3-1 win. They got 2 goals in the first 21 minutes of action. And whenever you can do that, that is a prescription for success. You get the feeling it might be a little different here tonight.
I think it'll be very different here tonight. And also that those 2 early goals really allowed them to shut off the wings. They really funneled and kind of forced City into the middle.
Opino's header is cleared out. Great depth on that corner from Antoine Opino.
That having been said, teams that score here early at Keyworth on the road tend to have better nights, and so Tulsa will be trying to do just that this evening.
FC Tulsa trying to mount a counter, and that ball was taken away expertly by Reese Williams. Another foul goes against FC Tulsa.
Still Sporting after the foul with the helping hand up. Depending on how this game goes, those Sporting gestures may cease.
Austin Wormel getting the start at the keeper spot for FC Tulsa. He's got a pretty incredible story. He actually signed with the club after working for the team in the front office and community engagement. And for somebody who works in the front office, he's a heck of a keeper, John. 1.28 goals against average, 74% save percentage, 4 clean sheets as well. That'll do just fine.
I mean, hey, anybody in a pinch, but really, he's someone, let's be frank, he was in the front office because he loved the game and wanted to be involved in the game, and he got his chance and he took it, and he's a formidable keeper. City will have to try to find a way by. Very international flair,
right,
for this FC Tulsa team. You take a look, you've got a couple of Brazilians, a few Jamaicans, you've got a couple of players from Cuba on this side, so you're going to see a little more of that international free-flowing attacking ball. And Donovan Ricketts, who's the interim manager for FC Tulsa, this is a guy who has 80 caps for Jamaica, and oh, by the way, was only the MLS Keeper of the Year twice.
One of the greatest players in the history of Jamaican soccer, period, point blank.
And I tell you what, he kept the Reggae Boys.
Right.
He kept the Reggae Boys in a lot of matches. And so he likes to play football with a little bit of swagger because the Reggae Boys do. And so they've really taken on their manager's personality here in this last 15 or so matches.
Yazid Matthews able to keep it inside the 18. Reese Williams, his cross finds its mark, and the volley is sent over the top by Foster. He had a prime look and cooked it over the bar.
My friend, did I talk to you about 5 minutes ago about how Billy Foster could turn on another gear? Welcome to the other gear. Look at this volley. Look at the body composure. The top of the body didn't move. The top of the body was there. The only reason that didn't go in the top corner, my friend, is that he got it off a little bit of the laces of the boot and it took it up over top of the bar. But other than that, that was a perfect way to receive a volley and almost make it 1-0.
Richard Foster, over 50 matches played for Glasgow Rangers during his career, just to give you a taste of the level that he's played at. We talked about Donovan Ricketts, who played in the World Cup in 1998 for Jamaica. There is high level out there on this pitch, make no mistake.
Listen, if there were ever a player that was not going to be rattled by Keyworth Stadium, even as a home player, you know, getting in and getting used to things, it'll be a player who played in the Old Firm Derby. Anybody who's been in a Celtic Rangers match, they can handle just about anything, and he is a solid addition. Got an injury here. Looks like Johnny Finnick, the native of Newcastle-on-Tyne, England.
He is down.
And not moving much.
Not really a lot of movement. As the Northern Guard looks on, another huge crowd. Straight electricity here last weekend with that big win over Tampa Bay Rowdies. And we are at historic Keyworth Stadium in Hamtramck, Michigan. Neil Rule, John Krieger here with you.
Partner, let's take a moment to go around and kind of watch the playoffs here in the interim while we've got the injury timeout. Of course, that's the USL playoffs presented by Hisense coming up. The final push toward the playoffs for a lot of these teams. The teams you're watching tonight, if you're a Detroit City fan, well, Birmingham, they already played. They played last night. They tied Tampa Bay. They are on 55 points, but everybody else has a game in hand on them. Pittsburgh, 52 points. Detroit City, 50 points. The Miami FC, 48 points. In action tonight, Pittsburgh and Orange County in Pittsburgh at Highmark Stadium. Currently, Pittsburgh lead 1-0. The Miami FC and Monterey Bay scoreless. They started about a half hour before we did, so we'll watch those scores all night.
So now getting to his feet is Johnny Finnick. He looks like he will come back in at the next opportunity. So that is good to see.
Got a little tape around the head. And he's good to go. I think tape on the head is the soccer equivalent of rub some dirt on it. Wow, that's a nice move down the wing there for City. The cross wasn't what it needed to be, but again, some pace, Neil.
And Austin Wormel will line things up. We're in the 9th minute. 0-0 the score, but John, I think it's pretty safe to say Detroit City FC has been on the front foot so far.
Absolutely. The wing play's been good. The service has been decent, better than Trevor James has seen in the last couple of matches. That's something he talked about in the conference call with us before this match. Really wanted to try to set the lineup up to try to create a better final ball, because he knows he has finishing weapons. They just have to have a ball into them that they can finish. And early, City moving well on both wings and trying to create that finishing chance.
I do like what I've seen so far from Connor Rutz in that new role where, you know, he is kind of falling back. He brings a different element of speed and recovery.
He does, and the recovery is the important part, because in what Trevor James wants to do, it's important that you have pace going forward. It's also important that you have pace for when you've committed forward and you commit a turnover. And Connor gives you that in that more retreated midfield role to be able to get back on defense.
Fenech sends that one inside the 18, but the whistle blows the play dead. As Nate Steinwasser getting the start again, the USL midseason keeper of the year, 3rd in the USL in saves, and celebrating its 75th anniversary, Select is proud to be the official match ball supplier of the USL Championship. Choose what you play at www.selectsportamerica.com. Select, League's choice, player's choice. And Nate Steinwasser's gotten those gloves on a lot of those Select soccer balls here this season, as that whistle will go against Yazid Matthews.
Kind of rolled down the shoulder there. He thinks it went off the shoulder. The referee thinks it went off the arm, and we go the other way.
FC Tulsa, as we cross into the 12th minute, have settled things down a bit, John. They've had a little bit more of the possession,
but not necessarily too much possession with intent yet. DCFC be just thrilled to allow them to have some possession in midfield, but we haven't really seen, save that one cross into the area that Nate Steinwasser handled easily, we haven't seen too much intent on the ball for Tulsa, and that allows turnovers like that.
That ball trickles across the goal line. Another goal kick coming up. Detroit City FC will be back on the road next Saturday. They'll be at Loudoun United. Final home match of the regular season coming up on October 15th, Saturday against the Miami FC. Connor Rutz inside the 18. Maxi Rodriguez tried to send it through. Cy Goddard able to spin it around for the Rouge. Matt Lewis. Fenech one more time. Clears that one out of harm's way. Johnny Fenech played 15 matches for the Las Vegas Lights back in 2020.
Since he's giving us the throw in here, I want the addition of Goddard has been, I think, just as important as the addition of Foster here. Another player that has handled higher level competition than this, coming in from the Australian A-League, and someone who has good close control, doesn't give away the ball too cheaply in midfield. A couple of nice additions for DCFC here for the playoff push.
This portion of the match brought to you by University of Michigan Flint, offering a flexible world-class education. UM Flint's ready to help you own your future. Find the right program at umflint.edu.
Nice
Dario Suarez has it cut out, as you said, by Bryant. Great anticipation. Here's Goddard in some space. Rutz.
Nice move by Openo to get into space.
And here is Openo inside the 18, crossing over, goes down.
Good on him. Didn't look at the referee, knew he went over, kind of tripped on his own. You see a lot of players that'll go over like that and then turn and look at the referee as if to expect them to make a decision. Antoine just got on with it. He looks a little ginger there, Neil.
Yeah, you certainly don't like to see that.
I want to watch the way his ankle spun here. That is not a fun way to go down. Just kind of lost the leg.
Ball comes back to the captain, Stephen Carroll. Native of Cork, Ireland.
Smart ball by Matty Lewis there to go out wide. That's a good decision by Lewis. A little more space out there. Good ball over the top. Better aerial win there by Kembo Kabato.
Foster's been a target at the newly minted wing position. That foul called against Detroit City. As you get a good look at Luka Sowinski, the youngest FC Tulsa signing ever, signed back on July 14th, just 18 years old. Bryant wins the ball. Played back to Steinwasser.
For as aggressive as Detroit City have been in the first 15 minutes, I haven't seen that. I've seen a bit of tentative play from Tulsa. Part of that, to be fair, might be attributable to what is basically a youth movement for that side. A lot of young players on the Tulsa side.
Here's a 3v2 now for City. Richard Foster lays it out. And the whistle sounds.
Flag's up.
And the flag is up.
Just barely. The unregistered officials here.
all 6,000, 7,000-ish of them.
Registering their discontent. Really registering their discontent.
Ball threaded along the touchline. Kabato with it.
To be fair, Neil, even if it had been onside, I don't know that I give a penalty in that situation. It almost looked like the City player overran the ball.
And that whistle will go against FC Tulsa. Let's take another look at it and see.
Yeah, he's off. Good decision by the official. And I don't know that I give a penalty there either.
So Steinwasser will line things up. 0.83 goals against average on the year for Nate Steinwasser. As we check out our Metro Detroit Chevy Dealers Youth Team of the Match. Connor Rutz at midfield. So, partner, just about 18 minutes into this one. Your thoughts so far?
A good start by City. No goals to show for it yet, but an aggressive start by Detroit City Football Club. And that's what you needed coming off of the draw against New York Red Bulls 2. Now, they have benefited from the fact that Tulsa, I think, have been on the back foot and almost afraid to go through the gears. I've seen some tentative play from them. They're young. We know that an environment like this could have an impact. They will grow into the game. City need to grow with them.
Christopher Pearson with the touch. And then Pearson goes down. that he will get the whistle. Part of that international flair you talk about. Pearson from Jamaica plays for the Jamaican U20 national team.
The benefit of a softer free kick, but still a foul. And you're right. Again, oh, look at that move. Wow, what a move to get around Rodriguez.
Gabato lays it off, but the touch is heavy from Sowinski.
Gabato absolutely worked the body of Rodriguez.
He's been shot out of a cannon here tonight. he's been moving out there.
He's had a couple really good touches, and he's really confident on the ball. He's been probably Tulsa's most confident player on the ball early. You're going up against Maxi Rodriguez, and he just kept the body control and went right around him. Maxi went into the challenge, and Gabato said, let me put the ball on my outside foot, and away I go.
Maxi Rodriguez to the middle. Here's Yazid Matthews. City settling into some possession.
This is solid possession. You'll take this. Just grinds through the gears.
This portion of the broadcast brought to you by DTE. No matter where you are in your energy efficiency journey, DTE Energy can help. Learn more at DTEenergy.com/save energy. That ball threaded through. Feet get tangled up. Players go down. And Bryant will earn the whistle.
Greg Dopka doing a really good job there, in good position as the official, and saw that it was the Tulsa player going in that created the situation where the players went down from behind. A lot of referees might be convinced to go the other way. Not him. Good decision.
Nifty back heel there. Openo shot is blocked. Boy, Yazid Matthews with some wizardry on the back heel.
That's what Yazid can do. He can pull those moves out.
Goddard with the turn. Yazid Matthews, Openo up with him. Cy Goddard showing off some moves as well. Leaves it off for Foster. In space, Foster's cross goes through, and what a stop made by Wormel. Unbelievable. He went vertical to keep it out of the net.
That's an all-world save, Neil Rule. He closed the door, went down, kept control of his body, and got the strong hand out and shut the door. After a great build-up by City, they are denied.
There will not be a better save in USL Championship this weekend than that one we just saw. Let's see it again.
From the front office to the highlight reel. First the leave, then the great cross on the doorstep. No, senor. Strong hands around behind. Falling as he's making that save. So many keepers will let that roll off the hand and into the net. Keep the strong hand. Well done.
Wormel bangs it up the pitch. Doing his best. Keep this match scoreless.
Now, overshadowed, by the way, by the save, is the fact that that was City's best buildup of the match. Great leave by Goddard. Great control by Goddard to keep the play going. Then the leave out wide and a good cross.
Well,
so
look at Goddard working 1v3 and winning.
Well, that's the thing about, and this is why I was thrilled to see his pickup and bringing him in. He is able to keep the body. He has such good body control. When you have good body control, you can have good ball control. And that's how you win those situations.
Goddard spent some time at the Tottenham Academy, spent the last 2 seasons in Australia in the A-League as well. Played for the Japanese U16 and U17 national teams. This portion of the match brought to you by Golden Nugget, the exclusive online gaming partner of Detroit City FC.
Going back to those USL scores as we keep an eye on the playoff race. Pittsburgh still up 1-0. Miami and Monterey Bay still scoreless.
Antoine Openo Makes a run, but the flag was up.
I'll tell you what, this near side referee's assistant, a couple of close calls, a couple of good calls on the offside. He doesn't necessarily win the appeal or the approval of the fans here, but 2 good decisions. There's a guy who would like to see his team put the ball in the back of the old onion bag. Trevor James looking for a goal. City have now not scored in 114 minutes. And here's the thing, Neil Rule, and this is part of, I think, why you see Connor Rutz in midfield and try to experiment with a little more pace and a little more attacking impetus through. You get to the USL playoffs, 1-0 isn't going to do it.
No, you got to score multiple times to win, especially when you're talking about going into the Louisvilles and going into the Memphises, and going into the Tampas of the world. You're going to need 2. That's just the moral of the story.
All of them present their own challenges. The Lane Family Stadium down there, just a cauldron of an environment in Louisville. The unbridled heat of Tampa Bay and the humidity down there that just saps your legs, and you got to figure out a way to score. It can't be a staring contest. So part of these last 4 matches is going to be find a way to score, find a way to finish.
Pass chipped up ahead. Here's Connor Rutz looking to get through a couple defenders. Reese Williams hesitates. And they'll say the poke away went off Reese Williams and out. So a throw for FC Tulsa. FC Tulsa 10-15-5 on the year, 35 points, 8th in the Eastern Conference. They are eliminated from the USL playoffs presented by Hisense, coming off a 3-2 loss at Hartford. That was back on September 10th. But with that elimination from the playoffs, you have seen a bit of a youth movement with their 18 here tonight. Certainly we have seen it. Luka Sowinski, FC Tulsa's youngest signing ever in the starting 11 here at 18 years old. And that's what you do, right? As a franchise, you roll on. The season might not have went the way they wanted it to, but already you start preparations for next season and see where your academy's at.
Absolutely. Tulsa's media notes this week, and they were brilliant, by the way. It was trumpeted that there was another player in Angel Bernal who they signed this week who's under the age of 20. That they're given a run out. He's available tonight. He's on the bench. You know, they want to try to see what kind of young blood they have. What can they can go find.
Foster sends it in, and it's headed into the back of the net. But the flag is up.
This one I'd like to have a look at. First 2 offside decisions were good. It'll be interesting to see when we can get a look at the replay on that one. Regardless, my friend, another great delivery in by Foster. Put it on a dime.
He certainly did.
Put it on from 35 yards. Put it on a dime.
And it was fizzed, no doubt.
That's a nice little chip. Look at that ball control. Now send it out.
Nazid Matthews has it. Openo up with Goddard. Goddard looking for Openo. He's got a ton of space. And the flag is up again.
Well, I'll say this for the Tulsa back line. They're keeping their shape. Let's have a look. And he is off, and the referee got it right. Absolutely. That is a good decision to disallow the goal. The Tulsa back line kept their shape, didn't drop back, didn't get sucked in, and marked the man when you would have been out of position. And the offside decision is right.
Marcus Epps pings that one over towards the right touchline.
So it's good news, bad news, Neil. The bad news is City have been burned by 4, count them 4, offside flags here early. That's the bad news. The good news is City have had a number of explosive electric balls forward that have been undone by the flag. Figure out the timing, and you're going to score a goal.
Bryant sends that one up into the night sky. Yazzie Matthews tried to get possession of it. Instead, Bradley Bourgeois plays it back to the keeper, Warmel, who had a world-class save to keep this match scoreless.
That's a clearance to no one in particular.
Nate Steinwasser will roll it out. There's Matt Lewis. Signed a homegrown contract with Sporting Kansas City of the MLS. All-league performer in NISA last year. Spent 3 seasons with the Kansas City Comets, too, of the Major Arena Soccer League.
Good quick passing here from City early, Neil. Very good, very crisp ball movement. And I think that's what's led to some of the attacks they've been able to put forward.
Rutz came flying in. Eric Bird, 41st overall pick of the MLS draft in 2015 by Philadelphia Union. Was a team captain at Virginia during his college days. Bird drives it in. Lewis spits it right back out.
It's a good read by Lewis to follow the ball, not follow the man.
Great build-up. Ball sent in. Suarez with a heavy touch. It's still loose. Steinwasser makes the stop. Body's going everywhere. And Steinwasser off the line.
Foul against Tulsa.
And that is the case. But how about Luka Sowinski? Showing some flashes there for the 18-year-old.
Got in, created all sorts of trouble, and City were at 6s and 7s a little bit. Nate Steinwasser made a nice save along the ground. Little heavy touch. And then the shot, and Steinwasser makes the save down along the ground. That's a nice save by Nate. Good body positioning by him.
You don't see that too often from Dario Suarez. This is a guy that played in the 2015 Gold Cup for his native Cuba against Mexico, Trinidad and Tobago. 7 goals, 3 assists this season for Suarez. And I would imagine if you talk to him post-match, he'll be the first one to tell you that.
Should have had it.
Yep, should have had that one. So just over a third of the way into this one. FC Tulsa creating their first chance of the evening, and it was dangerous. And they're looking for more. Rodrigo da Costa backheels that one, but Reese Williams intercepts. Here comes Williams. Great 1-2 there with Matthews. Reese Williams taken down from behind.
And the referee waves away the penalty. Neil, the fans are restless.
And John, that is the flip side to creating a lot of chances and high quality chances.
If you don't convert
when you don't convert, the screws tighten a little bit. That's just the nature of the beast.
Absolutely. Because now you wonder when the natural ebb and flow of a soccer match might go back the other way. And if City have 10 chances and don't convert, and Tulsa have 1 chance and they convert, guess what? You lose.
Steinwasser off the line, won the race to Suarez. I see Tulsa really finding their footing, especially that initial pass towards the 18, John, has been troublesome for City the last 5 minutes of this match.
That's a really good cut out there. Midfield much more aggressive in trying to get the ball for Tulsa. That's been the other thing. Much more, they're challenging City. They gave City an awful lot of grace on the ball in the first 15 minutes. Not anymore. Look at the way, when City's in possession in midfield, you're going to see those 1 or 2 extra steps kind of challenge on the ball.
Foster calling for it. And Matthews connects. Foster goes towards the back post. It's loose, the shot struck wide. I believe that was Reese Williams that let it go. And missed the right post.
And Antoine Openo bends over, and I'm not quite sure if that's wanting the ball to be laid back to him or that the ball just fizzed past the post, or both. But another quality chance by City here. The cross a little high, but then good control to come in. And I think Openo, if they had tried to lay it into him, would have been offside. And again, another chance just goes begging. But that's a nice play by Maxey to win the physical battle and get the ball back.
Nazid Matthews lays it off to Rutz.
Look at how far forward Rutz was there, though, Neil. They're trying to press the field forward, force things into the Tulsa attacking third.
Rodriguez had it, lost it, got it back, lost it again. But City will keep it. Here comes City again. Matthews, the cross, the run up. Goddard sends it just wide of the post.
Neil, they've done everything but score. Detroit City has done everything but score. Great build-up play, great wing play, great midfield play, touch passes, chances like this, a little feathered touch back, and it just goes by the post. And the funny part about this, when we get to the halftime stats, Neil, they're going to have probably 1 or 2 shots on target. It's more than that.
Let's get you tonight's Fago trivia question. Brought to you by Fago, of course. How many home playoff matches has Detroit City FC taken part in? You can tweet your answer to @DetroitCityFC for your opportunity to win a $15 Kroger gift card, which you could buy Fago with. So it works out for you. Antoine Openo can't get on the end of that one.
And those will go all the way back to the Castech days, back in the NPSL. I'm sure that number goes all the way back there to the NPSL days, through the NISA days.
This portion of the broadcast brought to you by Strategic Staffing Solutions. Neil Rule, John Krieger with you at Keyworth Stadium. 37th minute, no score. Detroit City FC has been buzzing the tower all night. Maxey Rodriguez tried to toe poke it ahead.
Say this for the youth movement for Tulsa. They've kind of grown into this match, Neil. They have. They've found their legs, and they are out here to have a go.
Bryant was tangled up. Stephen Carroll tracks back.
That was an interesting exchange by the official. He had the whistle up. He had it in his hand. Chose not to blow the whistle. Perhaps playing advantage, then brought it back. The fans don't like it. Foul against City.
Dario Suarez slow to get up. You be the official. So Bird will stand over the restart.
That's a take one for the team block there, flying.
Bird able to control it. Here's Epps. Epps played 3 matches for the New York Red Bulls in his MLS career. He's a 25th overall pick by the Philadelphia Union. In 2017, played 32 matches for them. As you see, Donovan Ricketts was named the interim head coach for FC Tulsa on June 17th. One of the greatest players in Jamaican national team history. Played in the 1998 World Cup. One of the greatest goalkeepers in MLS history. 2-time MLS goalkeeper of the year. About as decorated as you can be. And there was a giveaway by Steinwasser. And Suarez can't keep it.
Uncharacteristic to see Nate Steinwasser give one away like that.
Would agree. But got away with it. And John, we've been calling matches a long time. You know, one of my favorite sayings, it's not the mistakes you make, it's the mistakes you pay for.
Absolutely.
What do you get away with? They got away with one there.
And I usually follow it up with this. It's the same thing as baseball pitcher. They're going to have, starting pitcher's going to have 8 or 9 bad pitches in an outing.
Which ones stay in the park?
That's it.
That's all it is. Goddard taken down from behind. A bit of a Bronx cheer there from the Northern guard. Quick restart. Maxi Rodriguez. Foster making a run. Maxi tried to go back to Openo. Now a counter for FC Tulsa. And that will be a whistle and a foul by Goddard. And this will be a booking as well. But I'll tell you this, John.
Was that Cambato again on the cutout?
Yeah, Cambato has been a force here tonight for FC Tulsa.
And not only that, he gets the cutout, kept the ball, and then was off to the races. And I think the speed with which he was off, I think this speed bought him the booking.
Yeah, he was on his way.
He was on his way. The fact that he was able to keep that and he had controlled it and was on his way. Do I think the foul itself was that egregious? No. But I think the speed that he had carried meant that it was a situational booking in that he was probably off to the races. And so it looked like a more tactical foul. Kembo Cabato has had a match so far, man.
He has. From Toronto, spent some time in the Toronto FC Academy. He's played over 53 matches for Tulsa FC. We speak of youth movements. He's 21. He looks like he's going to be a problem.
He keeps
for
that
a lot of people.
What he needs to do is add about, I would say, about 15 pounds. 15 pounds of strength and muscle. And keep this.
Strength and muscle. I was going to say, I could help him with that. Like,
well, yeah,
we could have that done by the end of next week.
True. You know,
we do it right.
Give him some of the sausages you can get here in the food court at Keyworth. But
then you had to wreck it all talking about adding muscle and stuff. So never mind.
If he can,
here's the situation. Rodriguez couldn't catch up to it.
Yeah, but guess who did?
Right.
Again.
No, but I see you. I agree with you. But you got to remember, he's 21.
He's 21. If he puts about 15 pounds of muscle on and keeps the pace, he will be a serious problem for a lot of defenses.
Michael Bryant.
Did he pick up a booking for that? I didn't see a card. No. The way the unlicensed officials were grousing, I thought maybe we had seen something. I think it is fair to say the fans here at Keyworth Stadium are nonplussed at the moment. And they shouldn't be. The city playing pretty well here in the first 41 minutes. They haven't been able to finish, and that's where the rubber meets the road. But in terms of what Trevor James wanted this lineup to do, they've done it. They just haven't been able to score.
This portion of the match brought to you by Ally, proud to be the official financial services partner of DCFC. Learn more at ally.com.
That having been said, though, partner, I think if City keeps doing what they're doing, the goal's going to come.
Fenwick steps up to take it away. Now it's sent out into space.
Boy, I tell you what.
Wormel takes no chances.
But he almost lost that foot race. He came a little late. And there was a second or so where I thought that the City player might be able to catch up to that.
Lewis, the header, didn't find its mark. Suarez actually tracked back to play it away.
But that's where you want Dario Suarez getting the ball. I'm fine with him having the ball the wrong side of halfway.
Lewis flicks it away.
That's a good header by Matty Lewis. Just get up and erase the threat.
Bourgeois. The midfield line, and there's that guy again. Cabato. Cabato sends it towards the back post. Steinwasser really the only one in the vicinity.
Cabato got undone by his teammates who stopped their runs. If they'd have had a little more faith in his ability to cross, Steinwasser would have had a tough question to answer.
Steinwasser drives that one out towards Yazzie Matthews. Matthews has been pretty good here tonight as well.
He has. Good close control. That entire front five for City have had a really good night. I like the additions of Goddard and Foster. I like what they've been able to bring. Connor Rutz, moving into a more midfield role, has been a threat that the defense has had to respect, and he's provided good control and good service.
Foster tracks back. Here's Epps. That left wing looking to go 1v1 against Foster. He gets some help from Goddard. Now some space. Bird swings it to the corner. Reese Williams up to the challenge, heads it away.
It was really good shape by the City back line. The only way to go was out wide there, and it allowed City to expand the defense a little bit, get the turnover. Nice move by the ball. Nice move by the ball kid there. Shot one out the minute one went over the touchline, and City were trying to go off to the races, and they got called back a little bit.
And there will be 2 minutes of stoppage time. As always, stoppage time presented by Brew Detroit. Always true to the beer. Now the ball kid tried to lead Opino, let him a little too much.
he was trying to keep it going.
I see him working though, yeah.
That reminds me of a moment where
that's home pitch advantage.
That's exactly. There was a moment a couple of seasons ago when Jose Mourinho was managing Tottenham.
Goddard steps over. Has Rodriguez if he wants.
When a ball kid gave a Tottenham player the ball out of a throw-in, and it led immediately to the goal, and he was so quick on it that Mourinho invited him to training the next day. Talk about home pitch advantage.
Yeah. Well, you know, everyone's, and that's been the talk, right, about Detroit City FC, and you know, at times goals, and that foul will be called against Matthews. Goals have been hard to come by, and how is Detroit City FC doing this? Just walking into USL Championship, fewer losses than the Tampa Bay Rowdies as we're almost done with the season. You know, the buy-in, that's what everybody talks about. I talk to all these coaches around USL Championship. I ask them the same question. I get the same answer. They are like the video game Space Invaders, where everybody is just moving in unison. Everybody buys in. Nobody's trying to do anything extra. You know everyone's buying in when the ball kid is trying to lead out the attack.
It's exactly. It's from ball kid all the way up.
All the way up to
Antoine Opino. And now I want to go play Space Invaders.
Yeah, here's Goddard.
Speaking of Space Invaders, here we go, 5 up in the attack. Oh, nice.
Opino does the job. Reese Williams sends it in. Headed clear. Opino tries to track back for it. Reese Williams again. Can't find it. The old Norfolk and Southern rolling by here right before the end of the first half.
And I guarantee you that engineer knows where he is. That's about 6 blasts on the horn. That is not for the yard workers. He's trying to get TV time, and he got it.
And the whistle sounds to end the first half. A lot of sound and a lot of fury for Detroit City FC offensively, but the results are that we are exactly where we started. It's 0-0, John.
You're right, partner. A lot of sound, a lot of fury, not a lot of finish. But the finish will come if you keep the sound and the fury up. It's a fair result in the first half because Warmel did his job for his team, kept us scoreless. City got to be a little better after halftime, see if they can beat the youth movement of Tulsa and not let them grow into the game. Important team talk here for Trevor James to try to get the goal City need to stay in the race for the 5th seed.
And this crowd here at Keyworth looking for any reason to explode. They are ready to go. Detroit City FC will try to give them that in the second 45. But FC Tulsa, they are lurking 0-0 through the first 45. We'll be back with the halftime activities here from Keyworth. This is USL Championship Soccer.
Reyka vodka is made from pure Icelandic spring water and filtered through lava rocks for exceptional quality. Skál. Hversu löng þessi auglýsing?
Reyka vodka. Hi, I'm Rachel Stewart, president of Gardner White, and I'd like to tell you about the genius of and. Most companies offer you only one discount, and you end up paying full price for everything else. But at Gardner White, you enjoy huge store-wide savings and an extra 25% off, and 0% financing, and a huge in-stock selection with free same-day delivery. The genius of and, only at Gardner White.
Soccer, soccer, soccer. Watch it at Detroit's premier soccer bar, the Detroit City Clubhouse. We have domestic and international. Soccer, soccer, soccer. Enjoy cold beer. Don't forget to pies, pies, pies. The Detroit City Clubhouse. Perfect for birthday parties and corporate events. Detroit City Clubhouse. Detroit's home for soccer, soccer, soccer.
Chevy Silverado. It's got the power you want and the capability you need to do the job. So you can get to the important work. Find new moments, find new roads. GM employees with a current eligible Chevy lease can use $500 engine lease cash to get this Silverado for $289 a month. Chevy drives the Motor City. Visit ChevyDetroit.com.
Reyka vodka is made from pure Icelandic spring water and filtered through lava rocks for exceptional quality. Skál. Hversu löng þessi auglýsing?
Reyka vodka.
I'm on that routine. I'm on that routine.
Topic features. I mean, yeah, let's talk about today we're gonna go topics.
Roll it down.
I am.
You don't need a car to listen to Sirius XM. You can listen anywhere. You know that, right?
What? Kevin Hart's Laugh Out Loud Radio.
Kevin, you could use your phone.
What?
Alexa, play Kevin Hart's Laugh Out Loud Radio on Sirius XM.
What? This is how I know you're getting old. I guess that was it. What?
Welcome to Tampa Bay. Here he comes. Cross, score! Fernandez, and the Rowdies are on the board.
And it's into the back of the net. El Paso waited for their moment.
Far corner, and it's in. What a goal! Are you watching Football Americas? Unbelievable! What a goal! What a moment! The ultimate upset when it mattered the most!
Watch this. When you watch me play, you support all of us.
You show your daughter her future matters.
When you watch me play,
Take the shot.
drive, team up, win.
You prove we deserve more media coverage.
When you watch the game, you change the game.
Back inside Keyworth Stadium, 0-0 through the first 45 minutes of play. Detroit City FC with a huge advantage in shots, but the scoreboard did not move, and that is the bottom line. And let's get you caught up with everything that's going on around the USL Championship with our USL playoff update presented by Hisense. And the picture, John, we don't have the final focus in on it, but we know who the combatants will be as far as the Eastern Conference is concerned.
And we know that Pittsburgh's doing their part to get toward the 5th seed tonight, leading currently. But what we are shaping up for is a really entertaining last 3 matches as we try to get seeds 4, 5, 6, and 7 locked up.
And on the other side in the West, it's the exact opposite. Everybody is still alive. That's crazy.
Well, that just shows you how deep the West is, man. I mean, yes, San Antonio FC can clinch the #1 seed. San Diego Loyal SC is in, but how about that? The depth of the Western side showing you how tough this league really is.
October 21st, that's when the USL Championship playoffs presented by Hisense will begin. Here's the upcoming schedule. Of course, after we're done here at Keyworth, you can flip across ESPN Plus, check out Las Vegas Lights and San Diego Loyal SC if you so choose. Some matches tomorrow as well, and we're rolling into next week.
I'm ready to look for that Sacramento Republic Phoenix Rising match, and also looking at New Mexico United and Las Vegas Lights. Those will be ones I get a chance to watch late. It's a fun way to end your evening watching West Coast soccer.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think I speak for everybody. You're still kind of waiting around for Phoenix Rising. They're running out of time, but you're still expecting it. There is no doubt about that. And here is the scoreboard. A couple of matches that everybody watching Detroit City here tonight. Pittsburgh Riverhounds with a 1-0 lead. The Miami FC getting late against Monterey Bay FC. They are level.
So what does that mean for DCFC? First off, if Monterey Bay can hold the Miami FC, it gives City a little bit of a cushion to not be that 7 seed. You're really hoping Orange County can nick the equalizer, give City some help as they try to catch the 5th or 4th seed.
Well, City will try to get on the scoreboard when the second half starts, and we will be back with it. Detroit City FC Tulsa, second half coming up next. On Thursday, the American soccer community lost a coaching legend. Tim Hankinson coached for more than 40 years, including stints with the USL's Charleston Battery, Indy 11, and Chattanooga Red Wolves, as well as working as a broadcaster for San Antonio FC. The entire USL mourns his passing. Our thoughts are with his family and all the players who ever called him coach.
I am American Home Fitness.
I'm American Home Fitness.
I am American Home Fitness.
We are American Home Fitness.
Come to any American Home Fitness location for the hottest deals on the latest fitness equipment and accessories. American Home Fitness, Michigan's home for fitness and the official fitness equipment provider of the Detroit City Football Club.
Soccer. Watch it at Detroit's premier soccer bar, the Detroit City Clubhouse. We have domestic and international soccer. Enjoy cold beer. Don't forget to pies. The Detroit City Clubhouse. Perfect for birthday parties and corporate events. Detroit City Clubhouse. Detroit's home for soccer.
Chevy Silverado. It's got the power you want and the capability you need to do the job. So you can get to the important work. Find new moments, find new roads. GM employees with a current eligible Chevy lease can use $500 engine lease cash to get this Silverado for $289 a month. Chevy drives the Motor City. Visit ChevyDetroit.com.
Welcome back inside Keyworth 0-0 through the first 45 minutes of play. Neil Roll, John Krieger back with you, and let's check out the highlights from that first half of play. And John, in the first 10 minutes, it was all Detroit City FC all the time.
Yeah, the young FC Tulsa players out there really struggled to find their form early, and DCFC took advantage of it. Early going on, 5th minute in, service across the box. Here's a volley that goes over top the bar, but it showed you what was to come, and great body positioning by Foster to get a chance and an attempt on goal. Just caught it on the laces a little bit, skimmed it over top of the goal.
And Richard Foster disappointed with that effort, no question about that. But City, John, was not done creating chances. Here was another high-quality opportunity and an all-world save made by Austin Wormel.
Great leave by Goddard, creates the chance. Great service in, fizzed across. Wormel falling, keeps the hands strong, parries it out. City should have been up 1-0, but he shut the door. Here's the best chance for FC Tulsa in the first half. Dario Suarez realizing he should have beaten Nate Steinwasser, but Steinwasser gets down, makes the save. It's one Dario will want back, but we're still goalless, and Nate Steinwasser does his job.
35th minute, it was Detroit City FC one more time, and we have seen this happen a lot here tonight. That right wing, certainly with Richard Foster, has been creating a party for Detroit City on the attack, and Cy Goddard has it just trickle wide of that left post, and that would be how we would finish the first half of this match. But John, as we talked about, it was all Detroit City FC to start, but FC Tulsa, make no mistake, those numbers may be a little misleading in terms of shot. I like the way you put that. This young side, they really warmed into the match as it went on.
They did, and they were led, by the way, by their player of the match, frankly, Kembo Kabato. He was a force in midfield. His speed and pace really grew into things in the first half, gave City's defenders some fits. But as you can see for City, 6 shots, only 1 on target. All those balls fizzing by the post. You got to find a way to get one inside the post and get the goal. Otherwise, it doesn't mean much.
And the youngsters here at Keyworth, they want to see one. They want to see the party in Detroit. Everybody is ready to roll for that as the second half of action just about to get underway. So, John, I put you.
You can put me on the spot.
Yeah, I put you on the spot right now. What do you do? What do you do? What do you do to crack this and really, I guess, break the seal on this jar to try to open up that contains all the goals?
Honestly, more of the same. You've done everything right except for finish. There have been some matches this season where Detroit City FC has not had the service, has been stagnant in midfield, hasn't been able to create the chances. That's not tonight. They created the chances. You just got to take a chance. And by the way, stay onside. You've been burned by 5 offside flags in the first half. Watch that back line. I think the youth that has grown into the game for Tulsa could also be a curse as we get down to crunch time, unless they play like they've got nothing to lose, which can happen with younger guys trying to make an impact. So for City, more of the same. Just find a way to put one in the back of the net.
Second half underway. Neil Rural, John Krieger with you here at Keyworth. USL Championship soccer action. Antoine Opino with the possession. This portion of the match brought to you by American Home Fitness, the official fitness equipment provider of DCFC. Visit AmericanHomeFitness.com.
And look at this, Neil. 5 up top for City right now.
They're going.
Yeah.
They are going forward.
They have put their foot on the accelerator. I looked across. There were 5 across the front line. I wondered if something had gone wrong and we weren't switching ends at halftime. But no. Look at the control there by Opino. Got a sub here. Looks like Brad Dunwell has come on for DCFC.
That is the case.
We'll have to see who he replaced as we take roll call.
Reese Williams, the target. Can he get on the end of it? He does.
Cy Goddard has come off.
Has it. Wings it towards the back post, making the run. It's loose in front. It's in the back of the net. City strikes early here in the second half. They take the 1-0 lead. Yazid Matthews does the job.
Well, we said it, Neil, just do more of the same and keep creating chances, and good things will happen. They create the chance, and good things happen. And a minute and 53 seconds in after the break, the man who you called gifted in the first half gives City the gift of the lead in the second.
Look at this cross in from Reese Williams, too.
Great cross in. Even better leave across. That volley on the cross to send it back toward Yazid Matthews is going to be the underappreciated part of that goal. It never happens if you don't have a man who's coming across, finishing his run, sticking the leg out, and directing it back to a place where Yazid Matthews can finish. He'll get the credit for the goal, but that's a team goal. A great cross by Reese Williams. I didn't see who it was that got the leg out to direct it back in toward Yazid. But the second touch there, and I think it was, you know who it was all the way on the goal line? Richard Foster, who turned on the afterburners and stuck the leg out. And I talked about in the first half his close control with his body and being able to control the body and control the ball. He sent that back in. That is Richard Foster creating a goal for his teammate. And it's City 1-0 to the good. Yazid Matthews will get the love. But I'll tell you what, the best play on that goal was Richard Foster keeping that play alive.
And a bit unconventional in terms of the move by Trevor James to put Foster out on that wing, just based on how we have seen him been deployed so far this season. But I think Trevor James likes the result so far.
Yeah. Somehow,
I'm not a soccer savant, but I'll jump out on that branch and say he likes it so far.
Listen, you and I sit up here, we eat pregame sausages, we talk about soccer. That guy's coached with England and Barcelona and LA Galaxy. He knows more than we do, and he decided I need to put one of my best players on the pitch up front and make something happen, and he did, and something has happened.
So we will see how FC Tulsa adjusts. But they look like they're going to turn up the heat a little bit. And here's an opportunity. Michael Bryant able to pop it back out, and Reese Williams will clear it towards Yazid Matthews. Foster's calling for it.
And he got it.
Ruts to Williams. Has Openo.
City bombing forward. Stay onside. Antoine's offside.
Back onside now. Reese Williams tried the cross. It was cut out. And no, they'll say it's a goal kick. Reese had me convinced when he put his hand up. But
convinced everybody but the referee.
Yeah, absolutely. That ball goes up towards Matt Lewis. And Detroit City FC with the control.
So you talked about Tulsa wanting to turn it up now that they've gone behind a goal, and you said they're going to turn up the heat. As strange as it may seem, that actually works in the favor of Detroit City FC.
The fans, don't forget the Tampa Bay Rowdies and El Paso Locomotive FC this Wednesday, 8 o'clock on ESPN Deportes.
And the reason it works in the favor of DCFC, Detroit City FC loves to have teams play at them, because they have the pace to play right back at you and beat you on the counter. Where City have struggled this year with their 11 ties, Neil, are when teams sit back and try to stagnate things and stagnate City. The best thing Tulsa could do for Detroit City right now is go full guns and play right at them, because City love to play that type of game.
Maxi Rodriguez hit with the booking. This 5 minutes of the broadcast presented by the all-new Detroit City FC app. Download it now for app-exclusive video content, man of the match voting, and more. You got your phone out with you right now. Don't lie to me. You know you got it out. Go ahead and download that app right now.
And that's a bit of a reckless challenge by Maxi.
And there's Cabato causing problems again as well.
Yep. Both City, by the way, both City bookings have come off of tackles on Cabato tonight. And his pace just, I think it makes it an easier decision for the referee when you take someone down with that much pace. Because the assumption is that pace will continue, and you're denying some type of opportunity.
That whistle will go against FC Tulsa. Brad Dunwell checked into the game after the halftime break. He's taken down. And the drums in fine form here tonight at Keyworth.
I'm just going to sit back and listen to him for a minute.
Christopher Pearson lays it off to the left side. 54th minute. Yazid Matthews, an early one here in the second half. And the entire mood, the entire feel of roughly 7,000 here at Keyworth has changed for the good after that early goal in the second half.
It's almost as if they took a collective breath and said, all right, now we have a lead to protect. Good decision.
Yazid Matthews taken down by Christopher Pearson. Ball played back out of the 18. Fennick did a nice job. Antoine Opino on the receive. Throwing coming up now for City.
But another great long ball for City. Pinged in there for Opino to control.
Go inside the 18. Yazid Matthews turns a shot and the stop is made. Boy, Wormel had to be sharp. I don't know how Yazid Matthews got that much on it, but that was a missile.
Here's how he got that much on it. Watch his first touch. The touch is high enough and close enough that he can turn the body. So watch the first touch here, Neil. He controls it. See that ball pop up? It gives you enough time when you've popped it up that close to you. No one can take it away from you without fouling.
Opino goes towards the back post, and it's headed out wide. We are back to live action. Matt Lewis was the target. Just missed that left post.
Yazid Matthews having a goal on that shot.
He's having a match, yeah. He's been very good here tonight.
Early candidacy for man of the match honors. Going to number 27. I would argue number 23 also should get a strong look.
Sion McFarland able to maintain the possession, but Steinwasser will pick it up.
Underrated move there, Neil. Michael Bryant had a chance to play that ball, but if he'd played that ball, he'd have been in a bad position. It almost had his back to the defense, and there were two Tulsa players there that then could have asked him a question. Nice job to pick his head up, let that ball roll back to Steinwasser, allow Steinwasser to restart things. Something you can learn as a defender. So one of the most important things you can do as a defender, if you're a young player out there, you don't have to play the ball all the time. Sometimes it's all about your field awareness.
This portion of the match brought to you by Brandt. 57th minute. 1-0 Detroit City FC with the lead. Neil Rule, John Krieger here with you at Keyworth. Ormel. Had some pressure there from Opino. Da Costa flicked it across. Haven't heard a lot from Da Costa. He had a goal against Detroit City FC in their first matchup all the way back on May 7th, which seems like a lifetime ago right now.
To be fair, though, his goal, I believe, was helped by Stephen Carroll slipping on a piece of turf. So Stephen will be very happy that they have neutralized that this evening.
Bennick will play it back.
It doesn't look like it at the moment, Neil, but City just waiting. They are very aggressive, very far forward. Now, look at the fact that they've got that front five very far forward and all about creating chances and turnovers like that one almost was. Great field shape right now for City. Just pinning Tulsa back. If I could get inside the mind of Trevor James right now, I would think that he is not satisfied with one goal at all. I think this is a dress rehearsal and a dry run for the USL playoffs of how to get a lead and then finish it off and consolidate, because they have not taken their foot off the accelerator.
Boy, Reese Williams stepping through, pass ahead, looking for Rutz. Couldn't connect. Da Costa turns back with it. That ball pinged into space, but a little too much mustard on the hot dog as it just trickles over the touchline.
Neil, we have a final score in Pittsburgh at Highmark Stadium. It's Pittsburgh 1-0 over Orange County. So Pittsburgh will add 3 points.
Stephen Carroll back. He won it, but Da Costa stepped up through. Steinwasser off the line.
And I stand corrected. A final indicator was up there. It is not final as of yet. It's 87th minute. Little glitch on our scoreboard system. So Orange County still has 3 minutes to try to find an equalizer.
Sion McFarland plays it back towards the middle. Cabato had a brief touch. Ozzie Matthews made a run. And the whistle sounds.
And that should be a foul against City. That good body control by Tulsa there to keep the position and possession, win the free kick.
Brad Dunwell, 56th overall pick of the MLS draft by Houston. Antoine Opino tracks it down. Opino in the corner. Drives it across. Headed out very confidently. Da Costa the touch towards the middle. But the captain, Stephen Carroll, tracks back with it. This portion of the match brought to you by Toyota. Carroll steps up to win it. Throw coming up now for FC Tulsa. FC Tulsa will play at Indy 11 next Saturday. That'll be their final road match of the season. Detroit City FC will be at Loudoun United next Saturday. And don't forget, final home match of the regular season, Saturday, October 15th. That's a 4 p.m. kick. Go to deadcityfc.com for tickets. Get in, everybody. Playoff push. Spot secured. Electricity will continue. Matt Lewis stands up. Takes it away.
Look at Dunwell.
Oh, Rodriguez taken down dangerously. Oh, and the foul will go against Detroit City.
That's a difficult decision. I would be interested in another look at that one. That's and the crew responds. Ooh. That's why I'm not a referee, Neil.
And we will get a wave of substitutions for FC Tulsa. Angel Bernal will come in to the match, as well Aymar Membrilla, and also Abuchi Obinwa. So the youth movement continues.
Neil, we've got drama. 91st minute, Orange County's found an equalizer. The door just opened up for Detroit City again because Pittsburgh's been pegged back level by Orange County in the 92nd minute.
It's amazing, man, this game.
This league will do it to you. I don't think I've ever been more thankful that my scoreboard glitched and said it was full time and then it wasn't.
On the restart, Steinwasser off the line. Very confident grab right in the chest. So lots of things have changed very, very quickly here in the USL Championship Eastern Conference table.
So now, if that holds, Pittsburgh would move to 56 points, and with a win, Detroit City FC would, it appears, be level with them.
In the meantime, here's Antoine Openo as Trevor James looks on. USL midseason coach of the year. Antoine Openo lining things up, as is Austin Wormel, who's been very good here tonight for FC Tulsa. Openo drives it. Played out fairly easily by FC Tulsa. Now Detroit City FC.
They're not backing off this at all, Neil. Slowing it down, but still look at how far forward they are.
Right.
They're going for goal number 2.
Openo lays it off for Rutz. Openo with a back. Reese Williams all alone here on the left side. There's a layoff Foster. The chip across. Headed away. The volley attempt. Sent over top by Dunwell.
I'm not sure that's Brad Dunwell's best shot, but I like his attacking impetus to try it. He was trying to make something happen. First off, a great chip across the area. Maxi Rodriguez would like his jump back. It goes wide, it goes back to Dunwell, and he just kind of sends it into space. There it is. I'm getting verification here. Now it says full time. Pittsburgh and Orange County draw. So 2 points dropped by Pittsburgh.
Maurice Williams sends that one out. Let's check out tonight's Fago Trivia answer. How many home playoff matches has Detroit City FC taken part in? The answer, 11. So congratulations to whoever tweeted the correct answer to @Detroit City FC on Twitter. You are winning a Kroger gift card. Good for some Fago products. Great job by Epps to win that ball. And stepping off the shot, Steinwasser got most of it, but couldn't stop all of it. And it's an equalizing goal for FC Tulsa. Dario Suarez. And just like that, we are level at 1.
Suarez picks up goal number 8 on the year, heads over toward the Northern Guard faithful, has a little something to say to him, but he's earned it with his finish. That's a good ball through. He stays onside, one touch to the outside, and we talk about how important it is for a goalkeeper to keep strong hands. Nate Steinwasser, normally very good on those low saves, keeping it, the wrist strong, the hand strong. That time Suarez put a little bit on it, and Nate Steinwasser's normally very strong hands couldn't keep it out. And the rivalry between Dario Suarez and Detroit City faithful continues.
Have to give FC Tulsa a lot of credit. Their coach Donovan Ricketts. Eliminated from the playoff race. They have not stopped here tonight.
Nope, and even with putting in some more younger subs, they've kept it right going.
Now Zeke Matthews making a run. Expertly played by Bourgeois. And now some space on the right side. Membrilla lays it off. Bernal. Da Costa chips it in. That got through. And FC Tulsa takes a 2-1 lead out of thin air.
What was it you said, partner? This league will do it to you? This league will do it to you. 2 goals in the span of about a minute and a half. And again, another great play by Tulsa, and City switching off a little bit.
Eric Bird with the goal. His first of the season. And this was nifty here from FC Tulsa.
That's actually pretty good closing by City's defense. A great service in there in between 2 players. A little bit of a screen on Steinwasser. And the one touch, just too fast.
Detroit City FC wanted a flag. They didn't get it.
And it's 2-1, and now City have it all to do. The good news is they've created chances all night. But that's 2 great goals by Tulsa. Dario Suarez with a stinger that Nate Steinwasser couldn't keep out. Then good service in, and a touch past 2 City defenders. And all of a sudden, Tulsa 2 to the good.
In a crowd of over 6,500. Stunned. In the span of about a minute and a half. Suarez, the 68th minute. Bird in the 69th minute. Bryant chests it down. Here's Openo.
Ran away from him on the turf. Keyworth decidedly less festive at the moment, Neil. City trying to find another way through, get to them, and they need 2 more goals. This one you got to try to come back and win. You're going up against the Tulsa side. It's been eliminated from the playoffs, but they've created chances all night. I see no reason they won't be able to tonight, for the rest of this evening. You got 20 minutes.
You look at what's out there, too, on the pitch for FC Tulsa. Membrilla is 18 years old. And here comes Bird again. Bird. And it right to Maxi Rodriguez. And FC Tulsa, John, they're not sitting back here.
No, they are. They still have their foot on the gas. I think that'll change in about the 80th minute.
Reese Williams sent it out looking for Opino.
A lot of good work by City so far, being undone by just a nightmarish 2 minutes, but got to find a way to dig deep in the well again, keep creating chances.
Da Costa's pass up ahead was knocked down. Yancy Matthews, the header.
As for those young men out there, the under 20s, what was the Rudyard Kipling quote? If you can keep your wits about you while all around you are losing theirs. Well, they've kept their wits about them tonight.
I don't know, John. I probably fell asleep in that class. Sorry, man.
Just trying to bring a little culture.
Michael Bryant. Bryant gets it back. Boy, Amar Umbrella, 18 years old. He's pushing forward.
Well, here, so there's, in the last minute here, Neil, we've seen a little bit of a shift. You've got 4 at the back and now 3 in front for Tulsa. I think they'll still come forward if they have the opportunity, but you can already see
they're shading back.
Just kind of shading back a little bit, and you're going to see it continue to shade back for the rest of this match. And this is a chip and share kind of thing. It's taking some time over the ball now, killing some clock.
Yazzie Matthews tried to send it out to Foster. Foster along the touchline. Opino gives it back. Foster's cross played away, but it will go out for a corner. And Opino was right there, ready to go.
Key moment here. Want to get good service in.
Opino drives it in, the header, and we are level at 2. Michael Bryant.
And get good service in they did. On a dime. And into the back of the net at Keyworth. That's a beautiful set piece, and it's game on.
Picture perfect execution. And there isn't a keeper in the world that's stopping that one as Bryant put it in perfectly. And here we go again, back to level.
That was a perfect set piece. The 9th goal from set pieces of the year for Detroit City. Couldn't have come at a better or more important time.
And a crowd of over 6,500 right back into it.
And you can see in the body language, Tulsa trying to go forward, but that was a bit of a punch to the jaw. They got their lead, and here comes City back again, and City with a spring in their step. Now it's 15 minutes. Detroit City FC, 11 draws on the year. I don't think I've ever seen a situation where City's body of play this year would lead to indicate that a winner could be coming more than tonight. Gotta find one.
Foster in some space. Back in, Connor Rutz. Back heel, Reese Williams.
Corner.
Taken down. And a goal kick awarded. Boy, and that build-up, John, that deserved more.
Yes. And frankly, I thought they might have had a corner there, but that's why I'm up here and they're down there. How about that went off a Tulsa player? But that build-up was electric and shows you what City can do. Listen to the volume in this place, my friend. It's gone up past 10. We're looking at 11 or 12 right now on the VU meter.
77th minute. We are level at 2. Neil Rule, John Krieger with you. If you're just joining us, too bad for you. This second half has been incredible. And the whistle will go against Detroit City FC. Maxi Rodriguez didn't like it.
Oh, things about to get fun here. Detroit City bringing on Lay Jope. He's going to be able to control things in midfield. You want to talk about someone who could deliver service.
Bourgeois had it nearly taken away by Yazid Matthews.
Maxi Rodriguez is going to make way.
Stephen Carroll, nice work as always. Reese Williams couldn't get there in town. Bryant touched it away. Boy, Umbrella again. He's always been in the mix for FC Tulsa. That ball pinged up towards Opino, and Opino gives him the thumbs up, says more of that.
So here comes Lay Jope. Maxi comes off.
And fans, make sure you don't miss a minute of the action in 2022. Whether your club is on the road or at home, catch nearly every second of USL Championship action right here on ESPN Plus, home to the USL, MLS, La Liga, the Bundesliga, UFC, and more. Sign up today at plus.espn.com. I've always contended the best value in streaming television. There is always a game on somewhere in some sport. Always.
Yeah, and especially I have it with the bundle with Hulu and Disney Plus. It is, of all the streaming stuff out there, it's the bargain.
Bernal plays it back.
Going to have another sub for Tulsa here. Brian Brown going to come on.
And which way do we have here? They'll award that to City. Michael Bryant shaking it off. And here, right in your living room. There's the takedown of Bryant. FC Tulsa wants a sub.
And they should have one. It was a dead ball, and the referee just didn't look over to acknowledge it. And City got the throw in, or played it in.
So Brian Brown comes in.
He was
veteran, 29 years old, from Jamaica. Played 3 matches for the Philadelphia Union back in 2014. 9 matches played for the Jamaican national team. He played in the 2019 Gold Cup as well.
That's a nifty move there by Opino.
Yazid Matthews taken down. And this will be pretty much a de facto corner kick with a better angle for Antoine Opino.
Could we see set piece goal number 10? What a time for it. 10 minutes plus stoppage to go. And there's the magic spray ending the conversation.
So Opino surveys the scene. Crowd ready to explode. City had a 1-0 lead. FC Tulsa had a 2-1 lead. Does LaRouge have more late match magic here at Keyworth? Waiting for the ready whistle, and here we go. Opino drives it in. It got through, but a whistle and a foul goes against Detroit City FC.
That's one of the softer fouls we've seen given tonight. But the whistle has been blown, and so you got to move on.
And fans, if you can't watch the match, turn on Sirius XM FC 157, North America's only 24/7 source for engaging soccer talk, including USL All Access Tuesday nights at 7 o'clock Eastern, plus your live matches from the USL, MLS, English Premier League, and more, all on Sirius XM FC 157 and the Sirius XM app.
Inside the final 10 minutes, Neil, the verdict as we stand here for Detroit City FC. The big positive for City, they found a way to score 2 goals, and they've kept the foot on the accelerator the whole time in creative chances. The bad news for City is you had a horrible 2 minutes, and those 2 goals were undone by getting beaten twice in quick succession. So there are things you can take from this, but you really want to find a winner here, especially after Pittsburgh dropped points tonight. Chance to draw level for that 5 seed. Got to find that winner.
Service up towards the 18. Lay Jope in the mix. Fennick. Bernal. Touched it, and they're giving a go by Bird. Now Bernal in that right side. Works against Carroll. Bernal's cross. Laid out by Dunwell. Corner coming up, though, for FC Tulsa. Rodrigo da Costa will serve the corner as we get ready to cross into the 85th minute. Corner sent to the top, a half volley. Missiled over top of the crossbar. Boy, Suarez made a bid for a brace and almost got it.
Good body control by Suarez there on the half volley. City fans don't like him very much. There's a reason why. He is a good player, and woof, didn't miss by much. As we get back to action, a whistle against City. Met with some derision by the faithful here.
Ball driven ahead. Da Costa lets it go and sends it over top of everything. I'll tell you what, FC Tulsa, they're not sitting back content with a point.
Nope.
We haven't seen that very much here in Keyworth.
And it's been refreshing.
Yes.
To be honest, even if it results in a draw, it's been refreshing to see a team come out and try to play at it. We've seen so many opponents try to stagnate things here. It's been fun to have a game of free-flowing football.
Looks like Pato will be coming into the match at the next opportunity.
Interesting to see who Trevor James withdraws here.
Connor Rutz, possibly.
And that's a good call by you, partner. It is going to be Connor Rutz. It's going to give way unless we see a change here.
Dunwell. Foster. Drives it up towards the 18. Fennick does well to just send it back where it came from.
You know, even with 5 minutes to go here, Tulsa not parking the bus. Credit to them for doing that.
Done well. Lewis looking for Foster. Couldn't quite control it.
That's
Here
a nice
come
feathered
FC
ball
Tulsa.
through.
It's 3v3. Da Costa's up. Service into the box, and Stephen Carroll, the captain, makes the play. And that whistle will go against Bird. And now Ponto will come into the match.
For Connor Rutz.
Connor Rutz comes out. So I think, John, that's the installation of one more man up top.
Yep.
You take a mid out, you put an attacker in.
Makes it a very dangerous front four for City right now. Just got to get the ball to him.
Overload to that right side. Ponto with those fresh legs.
Corner. Oh, they say goal kick.
Ponto went crashing into that Metro Detroit Chevy dealers advertisement. Just past the goal line. But you saw the fresh legs. He came on and was going after it.
And he is going to have a run here for the last 10 minutes. I would be willing to bet we will see between 4 or 5 minutes of stoppage. Careful.
Brian Brown lays it off. Tracking back was Foster. Now Carroll. Will he jump up into the attack? Fennick plays it back to the keeper. Sends it right to Foster.
Smart to try and go out wide.
And look at that, it made it. There's Reese Williams. Carroll. Joe.
You know, this one has the feeling of a little stoppage time magic, my friend. City pressing forward.
Now FC Tulsa has fallen back. Back heel by Reese Williams, taken away. Big matches all over USL Championship here tonight as we take a look at the live table. Yazid Matthews up with Ponto. Tried to find Opino.
Actually smart there. There were fans that wanted City player to go for the ball. Smart to try and not try and overcommit to that.
Service into the box, cut out. Here's Reese Williams again. Ponto's up with him. Yazid Matthews, Foster making a run. Jope will probably lay it off to him. And he drives it to the corner. But it's just a little overcooked and too much mustard on the hot dog over the line. And now we have reached stoppage time. There will be 3 minutes of stoppage time presented by Brew Detroit, always true to the beer. 6,500 plus here at Keyworth tonight. They want the big finish.
And this team has played well enough tonight to get it. But now Tulsa in a little more park the bus mode. Got to find a way. That's going to be a goal kick. Oh, they're going to give a corner.
So I thought City with a corner.
Thought it went off a City boot, but no. Here's the moment. Already a goal on a corner tonight.
Antoine Opino makes his way back. More Keyworth magic in the air. Let's see. Waiting for the whistle. Here we go. Matthews drives it in. The header over top of the goal. Beautiful ball by Antoine Opino.
Couldn't control it, couldn't bring it down. Neil, if this match does end in a draw, I think it's pretty safe to say that the draws will be the story of this city season. It will be their 12th of the year. You take away those 12 points. If they had no draws, if they had 5 wins in those 12 matches, even going 5-7, you'd have more points, and they might be in a higher seed. Now, some could say they could also lose a lot of those, but I think that will be one of the things they'll look at from year 1 to year 2, is how to turn some of those draws into wins.
Yazid Matthews flicked that one ahead. I don't know, John, I think the biggest story, though, is that X next to the name. Nobody called that one.
Sure.
None of the prognosticators, the people around the USL Championship, a lot of them thought it would just be a cute story.
Not a cute story. Here we go.
More than that. Ball sent in and coming off the line, Wormel to make the grab.
And you're right, making the playoffs is, and I suppose that is me saying this team has outperformed expectations and will now look to build on that when I talk about the draws. Take nothing away from making the playoffs your first time out. And by the way, clinching it with 4 matches to spare, mind you.
Ball headed up looking for Brian Brown. Brown was locked up with Stephen Carroll. This will be a throw deep in the corner. Tossed in and cleared out. And that is the final whistle. A 2-2 draw here at Keyworth in a second half where we saw everything.
What an advertisement for USL Championship soccer. 2 teams going after it. 2 teams playing out. Nobody really trying to stagnate the match. A very fair result, I think. The 2-2 draw. City, a lot of chances. They didn't take some of them. They found a way to score when needed after halftime. But Tulsa stayed with it. 2 deserved goals and the deserved point both sides.
And there is tonight's man of the match. Yazid Matthews was very, very good here tonight in all 90 minutes played. He was very good. Some respect being shown to each other. How about tonight's shot of the match presented by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey? When it's game time, it's Tully time.
This is a deserved shot of the match. Foster playing it in for Yazid Matthews, opens the scoring on 46 minutes. Right man, right spot, right time, right finish. And that's our shot of the match.
Yazid Matthews, who scored some of the biggest goals throughout Detroit City FC history, even in their time before USL Championship. Tonight's man of the match. We'll take our final break, come back, and wrap this thing up. 2-2. Detroit City FC, FC Tulsa play to the draw. We'll be back with more.
I am American Home Fitness.
I'm American Home Fitness.
I am American Home Fitness. We are American Home Fitness.
Come to any American Home Fitness location for the hottest deals on the latest fitness equipment and accessories. American Home Fitness, Michigan's home for fitness and the official fitness equipment provider of the Detroit City Football Club.
DTE Energy customers can get their share of huge lifetime energy cost savings. How? By using our website. The Oslin's new programmable thermostat saved them a bundle. And their new efficient furnace earned them a hefty rebate. All over Michigan, people like the Oslins are saving. Why not you? There are always new ways to save at dteenergy.com/saveenergy. DTE Energy.
Crowd of over 6,500 treated to a very entertaining second half of soccer where we saw 4 goals in that second 45. And let's take a look at the highlights from tonight's match. And John, before we went to the break, you talked about it. It was just flat out entertaining here tonight. Detroit City FC did take the 1-0 lead right out of the locker room break.
This was just a gritty play. Set it up. Great play from Foster to get across and direct it back in on Yazid Matthews. First of all, the ball across the box is great, but if Foster doesn't make that redirection in, that goal doesn't happen. And Yazid Matthews followed Foster, followed the shot, followed the cross, was able to direct things home. The lead, however, would not last. And here comes Dario Suarez. This is a guy Detroit City fans love to hate, partially for just that reason. He comes in and gets through, does well to stay onside, read the defenders well. Normally Nate Steinwacher's stronger with the hand. That one had so much on it, he couldn't keep it out. Into the 69th minute, just a couple of minutes later, this one dropped in. City wanted a flag. None doing. What they wanted was the offside on that man there, potentially interfering with play. But instead, the one touch beats Steinwacher. In his defense, he was screened, and it was 2-1.
And Detroit City FC was up against it in their own building, but perfect service from Antoine Opino, and the man with the mustache, Michael O'Brien, would head it home perfectly. Just flat out perfect execution. You can't stop that, John.
You don't draw a corner up any better than that. City just couldn't find a winner at the end of it. Shots for City, 11 of them. Look at that. They were a shot-making machine all night. Just didn't get enough of them on target to draw the winner. They had the advantage in possession. They were also burned by those 4 offside calls in the first half. Tulsa's defense did a great job of keeping the back line resolute and a good shape across, and it kept a couple of goals off the board for City being ruled out for offside. At the end of it, though, a quality performance by City, a point they needed. They still got to push on toward the end of the season.
And Detroit City FC will hit the road next. They'll be at Loudoun United next Saturday. That'll do it for our broadcast here tonight from Keyworth. From our broadcast partner, John Krieger, and our entire crew, my name is Neil Rule, reminding you one final time, 2-2 draw, Detroit City FC and FC Tulsa. Thanks for watching, everybody. Well, see you later.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League Championship cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship.